crypto warriors, changing our world day by day. The way of the crypto warriors, can't rely on the bankers, no way.
Good morning, Bix Weir, roadrunner.com with your morning horn of Z's, just a sip of chaga coffee. Oh my God, so much going on, it's ridiculous. The fight for the 50-day moving average in silver just rages up, down, up, down, up, down. If it blows by the 50-day moving average, I mean blows by it, not the little tiny dinks above it, we're looking at a rise like this, probably going to approach that all fearing $50 an ounce price. That was the 1980 high. Did you guys ever realize that silver's trading at 50% below the 1980 high of silver of $50 and the 2011 high of $50? Why? Is there more silver? No. Is there less silver? Yes. Are there more industrial applications for silver? Absolutely. Why? Because of futures, options, and derivatives, manipulation, JP Morgan. You know the story, but the 50-day moving average is the battleground these days. Of course, Steve Mnuchin can click a mouse and change everything. But there is really interesting news. First of all, there's only 6 trading days left. Count them, 6 trading days left, including today, Wednesday. So next Wednesday, right before the Thanksgiving break, is the last day of the November contract, and then we get into deliveries. There's a huge problem developing with deliveries, as I can show you right here. The total open interest is still above 70,000 contracts, which is 350 million ounces of physical silver available to be delivered. I thought it would be knocked down to at least 50 or maybe 40 by now, but it's at 70, and yesterday didn't help. So the bad guys, the criminal cabal, the market riggers, are going to have to cause some volatility in silver in the next 6 days. It could come at any moment. High-frequency trading companies like Virtu Financial are sweating bullets because 70,000 contracts is 350 million ounces of physical gold, the maximum, the highest ever of physical gold COMEX deliveries was in July. I think it was 80-something thousand or 80-something million ounces. We're looking at 350 right now. They're going to have to knock off at least 10 to 15,000 per day over the next 6 days. What does that mean? It means hyper volatility. Hang on to your hats. Watch these volumes go through the charts in the next 6 days. This is important for them. Electronic high-frequency traders do not like physical silver. I'm surprised that there's still a delivery function on the COMEX. We'll find out, right? And oh, by the way, the amount that you can take out of physical silver doubled with the latest rules, which people were saying, oh my God, these rules, the position limits and all that, oh my God, that's another win for the cabal. Well, not necessarily if you're looking to take physical delivery, because you can take out twice as much. All right, I want to show you something really cool that I found out. It all pertains to this supposed coin shortage. The U.S. Mint back in July said, U.S. Mint asked for help getting coins back into circulation. Back into circulation. Amid the corona crisis, Americans have largely abandoned cash. As a result, business and banks are running low on change. The U.S. Mint is asking Americans to cash in their pennies, nickels, and dimes. Oh no, we have a crisis. Amid the coronavirus crisis, Americans have largely abandoned cash, blah, blah, blah. This is a quote from the Mint. There is an adequate amount of coins in the economy, but the slowed pace of circulations meant that sufficient quantities of coins are sometimes not available where needed. We ask that the American public start spending their coins, depositing them, or exchanging them for currency at financial institutions, or taking them to a coin redemption kiosk. Makes you think, oh my God, where are all these coins? They're not there. Where are these coins hiding? Where are these coins hiding? I'll tell you where the coins are hiding. Actually, I won't tell you. Someone from the San Francisco Mint will tell you. Now, this is a guy I was following a lot during the Oroville Dam debacle. His name is Blanco Lorio. And he got a bunch of his old buddies together and they went for a motorcycle ride. But one of them works at the U.S. Mint. And you might think, oh my God, there's no coins at the Mint. There can't be any coins at the Mint. They're not, they're not giving them out. They're the Mint saying, come on, get these coins moving. Well, what if the U.S. Mint was hoarding all the coins? What if the U.S. Mint was hoarding all the gold and silver eagles every time they say, oh, no, they're not going out? What are they saving them for? If they are, let's first find out if they are. This is a great conversation between some ex-military guys and just some dudes out on the trail ready to talk to anybody about anything and put it on YouTube. Check this out.
Yeah. Back in the boat. Never get out of the boat. Never get out of the boat.
That's
The Air Force Reserves and the National Guard is the boat.
And show us your MRE package here.
Yeah,
this is what Mike packed for his lunch.
This is my government issue motorcycle luggage to carry my Pop-Tarts and my peanuts.
Yeah.
And this is my canteen that I got issued in 1989, still working like a champ.
See, some things never change. Cheapness counts. And we got a special guest here appearance. This is Dave. Can you give us well, first off, he's got a real interesting job. You work at the Mint in San Francisco?
I do. I work at the San Francisco Mint, the superintendent out there. I've been there a little over 20 years.
And what is the short story of coins? How come we've got no coins right now during COVID?
See, on my side of things, everything's fine. The Mint has actually struck as many coins this year as we have any of the past 10 to 15 years. We've got the coins there. Our vaults are full.
Yeah.
Federal Reserve Bank vaults are full.
Wow.
And the trucks distribution channels aren't available. So there's a lot of coins sitting around and a lot of folks that say there's no coins because on the customer end of the deal, they're right. There's a coin shortage.
So it's distribution problem, getting the folks to move the coins. And what's the deal with what do you call the coin machines in the supermarkets?
Oh, you're talking about Coinstar.
Yeah.
Thieves.
Yeah.
It's actually Coinstar. Folks will take their penny banks, dump everything in the Coinstar. Coinstar takes their commission, 5-10%, depending on how much they deposit. Actually, Coinstar has I believe, a larger inventory than the United States Mint has now.
Wow.
Of coins.
Wow.
So, and they're holding on to them.
So that's where all the coins are, and they're not distributing them either. Huh.
Well, there you go. Apparently, the U.S. Mint has chock full of coins. Everywhere you look, there's coins. And at Coinstar, if you want to get your hands on some coins, U.S. Treasury or the Fed or wherever, go to Coinstar, go to your own mint. The delivery problems, I know a hell of a lot of people, a lot of dealers and brokers who would have no problem picking up at the U.S. Mint. It's not a distribution problem. They'll take why not open the kiosk at the U.S. Mint and say, hey, drive up and come get your gold and silver eagles. Or coins, nickels, dimes, quarter, whatever you need. If your vaults are hella full, like the superintendent of the San Francisco Mint says, I don't know why you're telling people there's a coin shortage. I don't know why you're telling people that we're out of we have to allocate gold and silver eagles because, oh my God, there's a distribution problem, all because of COVID. Blame everything on fucking COVID. Crazy. The cool thing is, I think there's a reason everybody's stockpiling coins. And it's not because they love coins because they're so easy to deal with. It's because they're actually U.S. real money. They're not Federal Reserve notes. Do you ever think about that? If you're storing $20 bills, $50 bills, $100 bills, think about storing silver dollars, like normal silver dollars, obviously silver. But what about $0.50 just regular money? Quarters, dimes, nickels, that's real money in the United States. If we have a banking crash, it's the Federal Reserve notes that go bye-bye. The physical coins will still be there, and those are U.S. Mint coins, not Federal Reserve notes. Two different entities. Just some food for thought to think about why is the U.S. Mint hoarding quarters, nickels, dimes, silver eagles, gold eagles. And did you know that in January, the U.S. Mint is going to release a new silver eagle with security devices? Why would they need security devices? What happens if gold and silver turn into money? Like real money? No, there's not enough silver. If they did that, the silver to gold ratio would go 1-to-1 instantly if they use gold and silver as money. Why? Because there's 6 billion of each. 6 billion ounces of gold, 6 billion ounces of silver in the world. It's only the COMEX rigged prices that are different. So stay tuned, lots coming up. Oh, by the way, if you guys have signed my petition, we got 749 signatures now, compelling Gavin Newsom to fully explain his French Laundry event. We actually had some news press conference. News people go out and do something. There were 2 photos have been leaked. 2 photos have been leaked, and here they are. Photos leak of hypocrite Gavin Newsom's lavish mass-free dinner. He sets authoritarian orders for your Thanksgiving, and then he does this. So there's the table in question. There's 12 people that I can count around that table. None of them have masks on. Here they are chatting with each other. None of them masks on. More than 3 households, obviously. This was thrown by his fixer, his bagman, guy named Jason Kinney, who is a huge... This Jason Kinney guy is a lobbyist with Axiom Advisors. Gavin Newsom, Mr. Green Gavin Newsom, we're going to have no more fossil fuel. After he announced that, we're not going to have no fracking by 2024. Literally 3 weeks later, he approves a fracking deal for this guy, Jason Kinney's client. Gavin Newsom approves a fracking deal after he says there's no more fracking in 2024. This guy Newsom is one of the biggest problems in, obviously, California politics. Dirty as the month of May. Hypocrite. If he's so scared of dying or spreading the virus that he has to lock down and shut down your business, but he's okay to go to this thing, it's either he's really stupid or he's lying to you about how dangerous this thing is. If it's not so dangerous that he can go to this, what is it? They probably spent $1,000 a piece on dinner. And I want to see the receipt of who paid for that. I want all my 21 questions answered. Was there a cocktail party beforehand? Was there any handshaking, hugging, or kissing? This is on the evening that the mainstream media announced that Biden has become our new president. They made the declaration. You don't think they hugged and kissed each other? Were there any speeches? And the biggest thing, were their voice raised? Did they raise their voice? Part of the California mandate is you can't raise your voice. You can't sing or give speeches at Thanksgiving. Well, apparently, this room. Oh, the other thing is they said it was outside. This is not outside. There's a glass door right here that they had to shut. The restaurant had to shut it because they were being too loud. I mean, every single rule he has mandated was broken that night because he knows it's bullshit. There you go. Does that look out like an outside meal? It is not an outside meal. I want to see more pictures. We only got a couple. But this apparently is from a waitress that was pissed off and said, what the hell? I can't have Thanksgiving dinner with my grandmother, but Gavin Newsom has no problem throwing a big party to celebrate not only this guy Jason Kinney's 50th birthday, which tells you right there, he knew exactly who was going. French Laundry you have to have reservations 2 to 3 months in advance. So when Gavin Newsom was spreading all these draconian lockdown requirements, he knew all along he was going to this dinner with, and he knew who was going to be in attendance. I'll guarantee you that. Newsom's a liar. And it was inside. And look at all those wine bottles back there. This guy's a criminal. He belongs in jail. Sign the petition. Compel Governor Gavin Newsom to fully explain his French Laundry event. I know how the criminals stay in power. Do you know that 20 of your lovely state legislators are in Hawaii right now? Many of them brought their families and was fully paid for by lobbyists. What the fuck is going on? Anyway, that's all I got for you today. Cryptos are looking good. Stay focused, stay strong. In a banking collapse, this could all go to zero. Just make sure you have your cryptos in your own possession. I do think the exchanges will shut down. If the banks go down, the exchanges are shut down, you're going to lose all your cryptos if they're held in an exchange. Now is not the time to have money out there with an exchange. You will not get it back. Ask me how my Bitcoin at Mt. Gox is doing right now. Was that 8 years ago? 7 years ago? The bankruptcy happened. It has been whittled down. I heard it's worth $500 or $600 now. One Bitcoin is worth $500, $600 in the bankruptcy proceedings that still have not given out the Bitcoin to the people who got screwed by Mt. Gox. I only had one in there. At the time, it was worth, I think, $450. And yes, it's gone up, but they're holding all the Bitcoin. I should have, $17,000 coming back to me for my one Bitcoin. What's happening up to all this money? It's getting whittled down. It's getting used to manipulate the price of Bitcoin. That there needs to be a full investigation into the custodian and the what do they call it? The trustee of the Mt. Gox bankruptcy, and the judges involved. And oh, by the way, Donald Trump, Steve Mnuchin, and Chris Giancarlo, who orchestrated and implemented the crash of the cryptos in 2017, admitted to by Chris Giancarlo, the ex-head of the CFTC. Welcome to the land of criminals, my friend. This is Bix Weir, roadtour.com. I'll talk to you later.